Not late. There we go.
I'll call this meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. This is a work session meeting of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, September 9th, 2014. I'd ask everyone to please rise to salute our nation's flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Mayor Dunleavy.
Here.
Councilmember Giusti.
Here.
Costa.
Here.
Tomato.
Here.
Della Ripa.
Here.
Hudson. Here. Sandemeyer.
Here. A regular meeting of the work session meeting of the governing body of Bloomingdale on December 11, 2013. Date, time, place, will, there's no. Okay. To all official meetings, fax and mail to all of them is meeting posted here at Borough Hall. There's no need for an early executive session. There is one non-agenda item, which will be the approval of Captain Muller's retirement request, which I'll bring up later in the agenda. And at this time, we need a motion for early public comment. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to an agenda item? Seeing no one, motion to close. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Reports. Jane, what do you have for us?
Just as a reminder, we have a candlelight walk Thursday night. We'll line up in Butler at 7 p.m. and then proceed down to Sloan Park.
Thank you. Any council person? John, you want to speak to the 5K run just briefly?
The 5K run is on schedule. We have signups are open. They will close the week of the run walk, and the car cruise night is scheduled for the night before between 4 and 10 o'clock. We'll have food, DJ, and we're giving away some raffles for the people that bring their cars up. And it should be an interesting night to say the least. And hopefully we'll get some donations out of that.
Great, thank you so much.
And also anybody interested in being a vendor or having a table at Pride Day, because I know we've gotten a couple requests through the Facebook page, please contact Mayor Dunleavy.
Yeah, they're rolling on in. Actually, possibly Councilwoman Hudson or Councilman Tomato can speak briefly to the donation for an OEM vehicle that we just received.
Yes, for the OEM slash, okay. It was suggested that we contacted Terry Farrell Foundation that is based out of Long Island to see if they had any vehicles available for the fire department, more so the OEM, and it turns out that they did have a vehicle available. I believe two of the men drove up to New York State last night to pick it up, and it should be arriving, or should have arrived in town today. It's very exciting because it was a free donation from the Terry Farrell Foundation. The foundation, for anyone who's not familiar with it, the foundation was after a gentleman that passed away in 9/11. He was a fireman, and what they do is they take mostly fire equipment and they donate it to fire departments. And they've done everything from turnout gear to actual fire trucks that they have donated to fire departments that do not have the funds to purchase things at the time. So,
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for your work on that, and John as well. As you can see, Master Gardeners Fall Concert next Saturday. Master Gardeners have done a beautiful job in the gardens by the Senior Center, and they'll be hosting a concert with the Cornet Band. There'll be tours of the garden as well as a children's planting workshop at 4 p.m. Just a couple quick updates. Rafkin Road is completed. There are some punch list items still going on. Landscaping, some small items, which we're taking care of. But overall, that was a great success, and I think it's well worth the investment. And I will.
Quite a few compliments about the way the road looks, and the sidewalks are done, really dressed up for most people.
Yeah, things have been real positive. So we will have to, I would say in the new year, form an assessment committee and then crunch those numbers and move along on the sidewalk assessment portion. Also, the Boston Street culvert, wing walls were repaired. If you haven't seen it, take a look. Came out beautiful. We have a pre-construction meeting on the 18th, Thursday, with Carroll Corporation to begin the construction on the 5 roads with water line replacements and full paving. That will begin this fall. We also will be introducing our next meeting, the bond ordinance for the Walter T. Bergen track, as well as the Star Lake Road improvement. The Star Lake Road improvement will not start till next spring, although the Walter T. Bergen track will start and be completed before the winter.
How is the bathroom project?
Slow. The bathroom project is moving along. It's much slower than we all anticipated, but if things being done correctly, it will be nice when completed, and the engineers staying on top of the contract. In my 3 years and 8 months and a few days as mayor, I no longer say about because it's never right. I asked a few people who called me today about things and about times, and no, I would hope, it was supposed to be middle of August, then supposed to be before school opened, and if I had to put it about, I would say by the end of the month. About.
Okay.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but moving along, and again, it's being done properly and beautifully, it's just slowly. All right, so that's all positive items. Jay mentioned 9/11 walk on Thursday. Do your best to be there. And anyone else have been?
Are we on the infrareding of the taxes?
His purchase order was issued for that, $3,000 for the infrared from sewer and water work, so I'll follow up with Rocco tomorrow, on that one. But that is in the works, as well as the Knowles Road. Engineers getting estimates for the Knowles Road sidewalk issue we've been talking about. So that's out there too. Okay, anyone else? Oh, one thing, Tony had, as a liaison for the Environmental Commission, gave me a few items, some of which are on the agenda tonight for opposing various bills. But I toured Saturday Dragonfly Meadows. And for those who don't know that, where that is, it is on Union Ave next to the horse farm. The Passaic River Coalition had acquired that, 9 or so acres. And the Environmental Commission wants to try to make some improvements, i.e. through some donations and possible Boy Scouts, etc., to build a little parking area and identify trails. I was blown away. It's a beautiful site, it really was. I didn't realize it's literally in my backyard. So hopefully we'll, with the BEC's guidance, make some nice improvements there. It's really nice. Yeah, I know. It used to be called the Decker Track, and now it's the Dragonfly Meadows. So yeah, and that was Tony. Thanks for bringing that back to us. Okay, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda, which is simply minutes from our August 19th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, pending business. Ordinance 14/2014, second and final reading, public hearing. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News. Copies available to the public, and the motion may be made and be read by title.
And who makes that motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 7 Traffic of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale by amending Section 7-26 speed limits.
Thank you. I need a motion to open public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to 14/2014, please come up, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, motion to close.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any motion to adopt? Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Kathy Sullivan. And just brief discussion, this is just housekeeping, just trying to keep speed limits consistent on Denver Turnpike. They were all over the place, and there were studies done back in the early 2000s, what the county allowed, and just keeping the ordinance consistent, because it was 35, 30, and 25, and the year consistently went to 30, so it's just housekeeping based on the chief's recommendation. So, roll call, please.
Councilmembers Costa.
Yes.
Tomato.
Yes.
Delaware.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Thank you. You know, when we opened the meeting, I was remiss in saying, as I usually do, also with us this evening, to Jane McCarthy, our clerk. But I also didn't say Tracy, I'm going to get this wrong, Schnur. Tracy was married since we've last seen her, so we all wish congratulations to Tracy. But welcome back. So I forgot to say that earlier. New business. As we do each year, the New Jersey Department of Transportation applications are due by October 15th for funding. Remember, we received, that's how we paved Rathling Road, Vreeland in the past, etc. I'm recommending that the council seek application for the balance of revav from Knowles to Hamlet Turnpike, and I'd ask for a motion to do so.
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion? This will just allow me to have our engineer begin the application, design, etc., down to the DOT. And normally, we are awarded these items, very late winter, early spring, or possibly next fall we can move on it if we get awarded. But usually we're successful. From Knowles to Main Street. The balance of Reed.
The lower section.
Right, we paved Reed from Andrews to Knowles last
So
year.
the lower section, the sidewalks to the north.
Well, this is just, DOT just funds the road paving. We could try for safe streets to school, which is no pending, there's no current application for sidewalks, or visit the idea of what we did on Grafton. You know, we could review the lower portions. Yes, yeah. I mean, that's something we consider. You know, the application would have nothing to do with that, so we can submit for funding and see how we go. But I agree.
We give that 9.1 and
I'm sorry.
application.
Resolution 9.1. So that was moved by whom? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yazdi. Do we have a second?
Second.
You got the first one? If you had it, okay. Thank you. That's fine. And any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmembers Tomato.
Yes.
Del Rippe.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes. Thank you. Now I need a motion to accept the resignation of Richard Muir from the planning board. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Discussion other than thank Rick for his service, and it's just a matter of work commitments and a young family. He, though, absolutely wants to stay involved in one way or another of the town. I'm sure he'll be back, but we thank him and the chairman and I, and you know, seeking a replacement for this alternate seat. So if anyone has suggestions, I'm all open. So yes.
I was going to say, isn't he also on like the flood committee or something?
I don't know if Rick was. We'll double check. But this is the only one he resigned from.
Well, that's why I was wondering if it was just...
Yeah, that's the only request was planning board. Roll call, please.
Councilmembers Del Rippe.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Tomato.
Thank you. The next, I need a motion for Resolution 2014 9.2, changing the title of Shirley Rumor as our violations clerk. Shirley has been with the borough for, gosh, ever. Right, Jane? 30 years. And her title has always been, which we do at reorg every year, Deputy Court Administrator. And due to state regulations and changes, the certifications now required, that can't be her title. So we're simply changing her title to Violations Clerk. And she only works when Phyllis Muter, our administrator, is not available, on vacation or at a seminar, etc. So we're simply changing the title. So Resolution 9.2, who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next resolution is 2014 9.3. This is authorizing the hiring of a deputy court administrator at $25 per hour. This is a per diem. Now, we've always had done this. We have a former clerk from Pompton Lakes who's certified, and Kinnelon's court clerk who is certified, who in essence will be on call when there's a court matter that needs the bail post, the bond, the bail posting, the actual booking, things that Shirley cannot do. And Phyllis told me, I think we've used this situation once in a year, if that. And it's $25 per hour, $75 minimum, 3-hour minimum. And again, it's always the way we've done it. It's just that when Jane and I researched, it really never was memorialized. So all we're doing by resolution is memorializing that when the need arises, which is again very rare, authorizing the court to then go and appoint this part-time per diem, again, court administrator. I'm not naming names because it could vary depending on who the judge actually requests. So, motion please.
So moved. Second.
Further discussion? Who, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next item is Resolution 2014 9.4, requested by the Environmental Commission. Is a resolution opposing Bill A1775, the Forest Stewardship Bill. And just in a nutshell, there's a bill pending in the Senate Appropriation Committee, the BEC, our commission, is in favor of properly constructing forest stewardship bills with built-in safeguards, but this bill fails for the above reasons, and it promotes commercial logging and non-forest stewardships. Both the government and DEP have rejected this. Current DEP forestry management programs are not subject to regulations under New Jersey environmental laws and wetlands and water quality within the Highlands Act. Revenues generated from logging operations would not be allocated back to the DEP forestry program. So, in essence, the thought is good to have such a bill, but it needs more safeguards in place, and I'm supporting what the Environmental Commission has requested. And who makes that motion, please?
So moved.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
The next also is a recommendation from the Environmental Commission, and this is opposing A1275, a prescribed burn bill. This bill is being promoted by certain conservation and farm groups who are unable to get private insurance to conduct burns on their property, literally burning fields and the like, and need this bill for liability protection. And the Environmental Commission respectfully requests that a resolution in opposition be adopted for a few reasons. The bill allows fire marshals to conduct burns on private property without landowners' consent. Reduces liability standards for those conducting burns. If your house was to burn down or property damage, you probably would not be able to be compensated as a result of this bill. The bill would apply statewide, including North Jersey hardwood forests adjacent to densely populated areas where significant public health, air quality, and nuisance and land use conflicts exist. So per our Environmental Commission, Resolution 9.5, who makes that motion?
So moved. Second.
No further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next item, Resolution 2014 10.6. Per the orders, we just need to name a custodian of petty cash in our library. And I'm assuming that's Patty. And obviously that's our library director, Patty Perugino, who makes that motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 2014 9.7 is the hiring of seasonal help Richard Aarons for animal canvasser. Each year we hire part-time $10 per hour. It's within the animal control budget to canvass Bloomingdale door to door for animal licensing. And we normally recoup, as we have in the past, enough fees to pay this small amount, but that is who we are retaining, and Rich has experiences. He's done it for Kinnelon, and our ACO has asked to move on this. So Resolution 9.7, who makes that motion?
So moved.
Ray and John. And any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is Resolution 2014 9.10. As you know, we hired 9.8. We hired summer help in the shelter, and that's come to an end. But at the recommendation of our ACO, she's asking that we would do a resolution hiring Caitlin Capshaw and Emily Dunleavy, the summer help that we did, for shelter coverage on a per diem basis. If we have, for example, a shelter key person about to go on maternity leave. And obviously they're all part-time, so when that person goes on maternity leave, the payroll stops, and there would be the payroll to pick up the $10 an hour for Kate or Emily if the need arose. And primarily it's designed because of maternity leave to give coverage. Who makes that motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Now I need Resolution 2014 9.9, Chapter 159 Amendment of the Budget for Body Armor Grant. And who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? sorry. I'll go roll call. This is in the amount of $1,960.31. Roll call, please.
Councilmembers Hudson,
Yes.
Sandemeyer,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato, Delariva.
Yes. Okay. Next, I need a motion authorization resolution 2014-9.10, authorizing recycling contractor for commingle newspaper, e-waste, all our recycling needs with Gator Recycling. We have had a contract with Green Sky Recycling for 15 plus years. Well, last Thursday, Green Sky had notified all the communities they serve that they are out of business, and it was immediately out of business, doors closed Monday. As you know, tomorrow is paper pickup day. So Superintendent and I were notified by many groups looking for our business, and we shopped. Gated is our best deal. They're located in Patterson, and so the proximity is close. Green Sky was in Clifton. I found higher rates in Jersey City, but the mileage, the gasoline, and the potential overtime not returning by 2 p.m. does not make it cost prohibitive to worry about $1 more on a ton. The rates are just pretty much market value. We enter a 1-year contract. Green Sky was overpaying. That's why they're out of business. I mean, we were getting, $170 a ton on corrugated cardboard. Well, the market rate's $35. We were getting $35 a ton on commingled. The market rate is $5. So, yeah, we had a good deal. And so did all the other communities they served. Fortunately, we are pretty much up to date. We've been paid. I can't say that for some other municipalities. So we are pretty much current with our former vendor, but we'll be moving forward with GATA. They're one of the few that offered recycling, computers, electronics, and you do that. They will take our items for that. They'll also supply roll-offs for DPW yard for our residents, current drop-off of newspaper, cardboard, etc. And then, as we're having conversations about a recycling center soon, we can work with them on getting dumpsters at no cost, etc. So there were some benefits there as well, primarily proximity, and they've been around for a long time. They're strongly recommended. Ponta Lakes, Little Falls, Totowa, they're all going there. They're only going to take 5 or 6 small towns, and we were one of them that accepted. So I need that resolution 9.10 approved, and who makes that motion?
So moved. Second.
We'll do a roll call on that.
Are we going to have any change in recycling rules anticipated? Okay.
Hopefully enhanced change.
Councilmember Sandemeyer,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato,
Yes.
Delariva.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Okay, there's no action on the PBA contract, although all the terms are agreed upon, everything is pretty much done. It just, after some final housekeeping items, it needs to be ratified by the union to then come back to us. So I'm confident on the 23rd of September this will be approved by the governing body. We had one item of non-agenda, which was the motion to approve, which we'll do by resolution, which will be 9.11, which is the motion to approve Captain Ray Muller's retirement and his exit agreement. Obviously, the terms of the exit agreement are public, although until signed by both parties, the details won't be released. But it's operable for anyone who wishes to see it. But again, we'll say more about the captain as we get closer to the end of the year, but obviously we all know his incredible dedication to our borough, and with a bit of sadness, the motion to accept the exit agreement and retirement effective December 31st, 2014 of Captain Ray Muller.
So moved.
Second.
Mike and Dawn, any further discussion? Again, we will hopefully have him in, and obviously any more kind of words to say about the captain. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Yazdi,
Yes.
Costa,
Yes.
Tomato, Delariva.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Sandemeyer.
Yes.
Now I need a motion to open late public comment.
So moved.
Go D'Amato, Yazdi, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to any matter, please come on up, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, motion to close.
Second.
Okay, we do have a governing body, executive session. will be no action taken after it. Reminder, Candlelight Walk Thursday, 7 p.m. Start at Butler Park and at Sloan Park. Regular meeting September 23rd. And we meet again before Pride Day and our 5K, but please mark the calendars for that. And I need a motion to enter into executive session. Who makes that motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Thank you.